Hey, what's up everyone, Greg's Gauntlet here, and today I have a hands-on video of the Galaxy S8. Now, I'm not a famous YouTuber, so I actually didn't get one shipped to my house yet, and I didn't attend, Samsung's press event, so the next best thing I could do is actually go to Best Buy and take out my iPhone and, just do a quick little hands-on video of the Galaxy S8. Now, the first thing about the Galaxy S8 is you notice that it has very small bezels and a big screen. The screen actually has this weird aspect ratio that's 18 by 5 by 9, so that actually means it's not quite as wide as, say, like an iPhone 7 display or even the Galaxy S7 before it, but you do get this extra tall display. It's not like super skinny, but it is a little skinnier. So this is a 5.8-inch screen size, and Samsung's pitching this as the Infinity display. They say it's going to completely change the way you use your phone. I don't really know about that. We're going to have to see some software that really takes advantage of this extra screen real estate that would, really make me say this is like a next-gen phone. Like, say you load up a web page like we have here on The Verge, you do get some extra space when you're scrolling, so you can see extra content. It's not like the biggest improvement on a phone, but the main thing is that they managed to put in this bigger smartphone screen, which everyone loves, into a smaller body, which I think is what a lot of people really want with a smartphone. They don't really necessarily want small phones, but they want bigger screens in smaller form factors. Now, as you can see, like, say you load up a message, there's lots of space here where you could see your messages. If you pull up the keyboard, you get an extra big keyboard. Typing on it with one hand isn't any easier for me than, say, like an iPhone 7 Plus, but you can do it. But as you can see, you just get this huge display of, without like these bezels. Look at the top and the bottom bezels are barely even there, and even on the side the display wraps around, so you really get no side bezels and just these really minimalist top and bottom bezels. It makes the phone look really, really beautiful. Besides the display, one of the most important features on a smartphone for me is the camera. Now, I was kind of a little disappointed to hear that, Samsung didn't put a new camera in. It's the same camera as the Note 7. They said they did some software improvements to improve the camera. It was hard to tell in like a store setting to see if they actually, did a lot of work with software to improve the camera a lot. So when I get my review unit, that's one of the areas I'm going to be testing out. But to hear that it's the same camera, no physical improvement is, a big bummer for me. So if we go over ahead here and open up YouTube, now this is one of the areas where I think having just a big display is really going to make people happy when you watch these YouTube videos. Now, the screen is absolutely gorgeous. It has a super high pixel density. The colors on the AMOLED display are just really vibrant, really nice. One of the things I noticed, as you can see I'm tapping this button, is because of this new aspect ratio, it's not a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, which is what most videos shot in, you do kind of get the display, the images on the display wrapping around. You can fit it to the screen so you can see everything, in true 16 by 9, but you do lose, if you look at the top and the bottom, you're losing a bit of picture when you do that. Now, when you fit it to the display, you do get some part of the image on the edge of the phone. I like the look of it. You're not getting the true picture, but it does look nice on the phone. But for some people that might be, nitpicky, that they want to see, the full content on the full screen size of the phone and not have any of the picture go on the edges of the display. Now, with my brief hands-on with this phone, there were two things I noticed that I really didn't like. Number one being the placement of the fingerprint reader on the back. It's really high up right next to the camera, which makes it really hard to hit when you're holding it naturally. Most Android phones have it right under the camera on the bottom, so you can easily hit it with your index finger. The second thing I really didn't like was the virtual home button. I thought it would be more like the iPhone 7 virtual home button, where it feels like a physical click. This one just feels like a vibration every time you hit it. It actually doesn't feel like you're clicking a home button. Other than that, my initial impressions of this phone are very positive. I love the screen, it looks beautiful. I love the minimal bezels on the top and on the sides, and I can't wait to get my unit later in April to do a full review. If you want to see that review, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.